Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a really fascinating MLS matchup. You've got the star-studded Inter Miami taking on a struggling but still historic LA Galaxy. So, right off the bat, you look at the standings and you're probably thinking this is a total mismatch, right? A team in a playoff spot against a team at the very bottom. But as we're about to see, there is so much more to this story than just the league table. I mean, look at this. It really tells a stark story. You've got Inter Miami sitting pretty at sixth in the East, while LA Galaxy, well, they're at the rock bottom of the West. This whole thing sets up a classic David versus Goliath clash, and we're going to unpack exactly what that means for this match. All right, so first up, let's talk about our Goliath. What is it that makes this Inter Miami team such a machine? Being in sixth place, that's not just comfortable, that puts them squarely in the playoff picture. And a huge reason for that is their home record. And man, their attack is one of the best in the league. They are just so tough to beat on their own turf. And of course, you can't talk about Miami without talking about the Messi factor. Just look at these numbers, 27 goal contributions in only 19 games. That's just insane. He's been out with a little injury, so all eyes will be on his expected return for this one. But here's the thing, it's not just a one-man show. Not by a long shot. This team is an absolute arsenal. We're talking the second best attack in their conference. They haven't lost in their last four at home, and that core, Messi, Suarez, Busquets, and now Rodrigo de Paul, come on. That team is built for success, from the back all the way to the front. Okay, so now let's flip the script. Let's talk about our David. They might be the underdog in this fight, but don't forget, the LA Galaxy are a fallen champion with a ton of history. And when I say fallen, I mean it. They're all the way down at 15th, dead last in the West. For a club that's won 5 MLS Cups, this is, well, it's a tough spot to be in. You can bet they are desperate to turn the ship around. So where's the weak spot? What's the biggest issue? It's right here, the defense. 52 goals conceded this season. That is the most in the entire league. It's been like an anchor just dragging them down all year long. But you know the story. Every David's got to have a slingshot, right? And for the Galaxy, that slingshot is their attack, which is surprisingly dangerous and kind of unpredictable. While the defense has been struggling, guys like Gabriel Pasek have been a real bright spot up front. And that right there, that's their glimmer of hope. Yeah, they let in a lot of goals, but they score them too. I mean, 13 goals in their last 5 games, that's not nothing. With creative talents like Reynes, Pak, and Pancil, they absolutely have the firepower to cause a massive upset if Miami gets complacent. Okay, so we've got the narrative, right? David versus Goliath. We've met the teams. But what do the cold, hard numbers say? What happens when you put them head-to-head on the statistical battlefield? When you look at the season averages, it's pretty one-sided. Inter Miami has the clear edge pretty much everywhere you look. They score more, they concede fewer, they control the ball more, and they keep more than twice as many clean sheets. The data really doesn't lie here. The advantage is all Miami. But if there's one single stat that could tell you everything you need to know about this game, it might be this one. The LA Galaxy haven't won an MLS road game in their last 15 tries. 15! So traveling to face a team as good as Miami at home, that's their absolute Achilles heel. All right, we've looked at the form, the stars, the stats, all of it. So when you put it all together, what's the most likely way this thing is going to play out on the field? Well, the experts seem to agree. The consensus prediction is a 3-1 win for Inter Miami. And it really just boils down to a simple mismatch, right? You've got Miami's world-class attack, especially with Messi back, going up against a defense that's been leaky all year. But hey, notice something? Even the experts think the Galaxy will get on the board. That attack is respected. And if you're a numbers person, the statistical models, well, they back this up big time. A 65% chance for a Miami win versus just 16% for the Galaxy to pull off the upset. The odds are definitely heavily stacked in favor of the home team. But you know how it is. We all know this. The game isn't played on paper.
Despite all the stats, all the predictions, there's always a chance for something crazy to happen. So that leaves us with the big question. Is the powerhouse just going to roll, or is a historic upset brewing? Does David have that one perfect shot in his slingshot to take down Goliath?